What's the number one reason people quit their jobs? It's not the money. It's not the workload. According to a Gallup poll, it's a bad boss. Think about it. The relationship between you and your boss is either the most valuable asset or the biggest liability in your career. That feeling of walking out of your boss's office and immediately regretting, oh God, I shouldn't have said that. The frustration when your hard work goes unrecognized while others get promoted. It all stems from ineffective communication with your boss. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 3 career poison phrases you must avoid at all costs, and the 5 career rocket phrases that will launch you toward your next raise and promotion. This is the definitive guide to communicating with your boss. Stay until the end, because the last phrase is how you turn a mistake into an impressive win. Part 1. 3 things to never say. 1. That's not my job. This is the fastest way to shut down every door of opportunity. Early in my career, I made this exact mistake. My boss asked me to help another department with a task that wasn't in my job description. I replied, "But that's not my job." I saw my boss's face change instantly. After that day, I was never invited to join the cool, interesting projects again. The specific, actionable tip. Say this instead. I'm currently focused on projects A, B, but I'm happy to help. Which task should I prioritize? Why does it work? It transforms you from someone guarding their small territory into a strategic team player. You're not refusing, you're asking your boss to help you prioritize. It shows you care about the company's overall success. The contrast. The deadly mistake. Everyone should just do their own job. The impressive alternative. I'd be happy to learn more. How can I get started? 2. I don't know. And then silence. This answer isn't wrong, but it's incomplete and irresponsible. I saw this happen in a meeting. The boss asked a colleague for a specific number. He just shrugged and said, "I don't know." The energy died. A few minutes later, another person said, "I don't have that number on hand either, but I can find out and get it to everyone by the end of the day." Who sounds more like a future leader? The specific, actionable tip. Say this instead. That's a great question. I don't have the answer right now, but I will find out and get back to you by specific time. Why does it work? It turns a temporary lack of knowledge into an opportunity to show initiative and reliability. Your boss doesn't expect you to know everything, but they do expect you to be able to find the answers. The contrast, the deadly mistake, beats me. The impressive alternative. I'm not sure, but I think another person might know. Let me check with them. 3. I'll try. This is a weak answer that plants seeds of doubt. An old boss of mine once gave me a challenging assignment. Afraid I might not deliver, I said, "I'll try," hoping to lower his expectations. Years later, he confessed that phrase made him immediately doubt my ability to handle it. The specific, actionable tip. Say this instead. I'm on it. I'll get it done. If you have concerns, state them specifically. To get this done by Friday, I'll need support on X issue. Why does it work? It shows confidence and ownership. It gives your boss peace of mind that the job will be completed. Trying implies the possibility of failure. Getting it done implies certainty. This is a critical skill for communicating with superiors. The contrast, the deadly mistake. Hopefully I can do it. The impressive alternative. I accept this responsibility. Okay, we've just navigated the danger zone. If you found this video helpful so far, hit the like button to let me know you're ready to turn the don'ts into the do's. Part 2. 5 things to say to get a raise. 1. I've identified a problem, and here's a potential solution. This transforms you from a complainer into a problem solver. Instead of going to my boss and saying, "Our workflow is too slow," I spent an afternoon mapping out a simpler new process. I presented it by saying, I noticed our current process is time-consuming. I've drafted a new approach that could save us about 5 hours a week. Would you be open to taking a look? That idea was implemented. Why does it work? Your boss already has enough problems. They don't need more. What they need are solutions. This shows you not only identify issues, but you also have the initiative to fix them. This is the best way of presenting your ideas. 2. How can I best support you and the team on this? This question shows you care about the collective success, not just your own. When a big new project kicks off, instead of just putting your head down and doing your part, ask your boss this question. It shows you have a big picture view and are willing to do what it takes for the whole team to win. Why does it work? It frames you as a trusted ally to your boss. Their success is your success. When it comes time for reviews, they will remember the person who was always in their corner. 3. Based on my results on Project X, I'd like to discuss my career path and compensation. This is the professional way to ask for a raise. Never say, I think I deserve a raise. Come with data. In the last 6 months, I've increased our client retention rate by 15% and brought in 2 major contracts. Based on these contributions, I'd like to discuss aligning my role and compensation to reflect that value. Why does it work? You are turning a personal request into a business discussion. You're not asking for a handout. You're presenting a case for a return on investment. You created value, and now you're here to discuss your share of that value. 4. I've completed task A. What's the highest priority for me to focus on next? This phrase communicates efficiency and respect for your boss's strategy. It sends your boss 3 messages at once. 1. I finished my work. 2. I am not idle. 3. I respect your guidance on what is most important. Why does it work? It helps you stay aligned with the right priorities, and it helps your boss feel in control and up to date. It's a subtle but powerful way of impressing your boss. 5. I made a mistake. I've already fixed it, and here's what I've learned. This phrase turns a failure into a demonstration of maturity and accountability. I once sent the wrong report to a major client. Instead of hiding it, I immediately went to my boss. I sent the wrong report to client X. I have already contacted them, sent the correct version with an apology, and I've implemented a new double-check system to ensure this doesn't happen again. Why does it work? Anyone can make a mistake, but not everyone has the courage to own it, fix it, and learn from it. This shows your boss you are trustworthy even when things go wrong. That integrity is more valuable than perfection. What's your plan? Avoid the 3 poison phrases and arm yourself with the 5 rocket phrases. That is the strategy to master your skills for communicating with your superiors. My challenge to you: this week, choose one of the 5 to-say phrases and find one perfect opportunity to use it. Maybe it's the, how can I best support, in your next team meeting. At first, it might feel unnatural, but there's a huge difference between being a suck-up and being strategically valuable. Sucking up is empty words. Being valuable is action. Your boss can't read your mind. By using the right language, you're not just doing your job, you are managing your career. You now know how to communicate with your boss. Comment below, what's the most taboo phrase you've ever heard a colleague say to a boss? And if you want to keep mastering critical conversations, hit subscribe. Next week's video, the one-on-one meeting with your boss. How to prepare to walk away with exactly what you want. Remember, break limits every day.